Good morning from a sunny Monterey. The sun's out and that means we've got our shorts on today, and we drove from from San Francisco to Santa Cruz yesterday, and then Santa Cruz to Monterey, which was quite a long drive because there was quite a lot of traffic and we came the mountain route. But anyway, worth going to visit Santa Cruz. And what we're doing today, James?
Wandering around and then maybe go to Carmel later.
It's a nice sunny day today. So we chilled out last night, had a really nice meal. Where did we eat last night?
Hula's,
really nice meal, recommended it. Probably the best meal we've had so far. We were still craving donuts and we found the donut shop, but Google said it was closed, so we didn't go there, but then we found it was open, so we're going to go there for sure tonight. And meanwhile we're going to have a wander around Monterey, and as you can see, it looks really pretty. It's the bay ahead of us, and of course everything looks nicer in the sunshine, so we'll take you with us. So we're just walking down to the seafront, and there's obviously lovely hotels, and this is the back of the hotel, and nice places to sit and chill out and have a coffee. With fantastic views of the bay. It feels like we're in Italy somewhere, doesn't it? Look, it's very Italian looking here. And here you can hear sea lions again. View. It's a bit seaweedy, but people are out canoeing. And this is the back of the hotel. Yeah, there you go. Let's go over there. How is it? In the video show notes with this vlog will include all of the nice places we're going to eat and what we recommend. Okay, we are just walking down the main street that leads into central part of Monterey and Cannery Row. There you can see the signs to Cannery Row. So we're going to walk down there and take you with us, see what we can find in lovely sunny Monterey. So here's the start of the beach. It looks like a nice sandy beach. It's a bit of an old mural there. I'm sure we'll show you more of the beach as we walk down. Here's a little bit of history out to this beach, Maccabee Beach. Started with the Portuguese whalers. Anyway, if you want to read this, you can pause the video.
Brand's queues.
Wow, okay, well this gives you a sense of the sort of shops here. Very quaint. It's still early yet, so nothing's opened. It seems to be in California, or certainly San Francisco, and this area nothing opens until 10 or even 11. But anyway, this is why Monterey is a nice place to mooch around, to check out all the shops. And we're going to walk towards the marina, so the aquarium rather, so we'll show you that as well. Just another little side road off the main road, but it's very quaint. Everything is very well kept here. Look how beautiful these gardens are. Lots and lots of restaurants about. All seem similar pricing, i.e. expensive. So make sure you go to a good restaurant because you're going to pay quite a lot of money regardless. And we've got the Monterey Canning Company, and it looks like a little indoor shopping mall place that we'll go and have a look at. Actually, you can get a better view of the sea and the beach from here. go. Here is a better view of the beach. Okay, we've just walked on a little bit further to, this is the Intercontinental Hotel, which I imagine is very expensive. And Bubba Gump, which I think is a chain of seafood restaurants. You're not going to struggle to find places to eat because there are lots of them. Here's a bit of history about the Delmar Canning company that ceased trading in 1947, and since then it's all been turned into indoor shops and markets and so on. Here is the Monterey Aquarium, which we're just debating about whether we go in or not. It's supposed to be one of the best in the world. We're just going to see how much it costs to actually get in. So we're just walking back the other way from Aquarium. Is behind us at the very end, and we're now walking back on the sunny side of the street, walking back the other way. Hopefully some of the shops are starting to open now. So just come inside the cannery. You can see bits of the original architecture in here. And of course now it is shops. So this is the donut shop that we found last night that we are going to come back to this evening. Let's see. Oh, it says 6 p.m. So there we go, that's Monterey, basically one street that we've walked up and down. Nothing seems to open before 10. Except for obviously breakfast places, so be mindful of that. Like, we've been walking around, most of the shops have been closed, but it is very pretty, and on a sunny day makes it feel even prettier, so definitely worth coming to visit. We're going to also visit Carmel, and we're also going to drive down the 17-mile route, so of course we'll take you on that drive with us as well. So we have just driven into 17-mile bay, so it's about 17-mile drive, so it is about 5 minutes from the centre of Monterey to the Pacific, what was it called, James? The Pacific something gate. And you pay $11.
Pacific Road Gate.
Pacific Road Gate, and you pay $11.25 to come into the park, and it's this 17-mile beautiful drive. And we've just literally got in here and stopped by the sea to have a look. You can see how beautiful it is. People swimming and surfing, lovely deserted beach, and this is the first stop of many along the way, so I'm sure we'll be showing you more. What's it called?
Spanish Bay Beach. Spanish explorers camped out here in 1769. They were trying to find the Monterey Bay based on a description from 1602, but it took them a year. This beautiful beach was named Spanish Bay Beach after their early visit.
There you go. Okay, so that's our first stop. Onwards to the next one. So we've stopped our next stop, which is famous for a wildlife sanctuary, and over in the distance you can see that white rock is full of birds. So they're supposed to be seals and sea lions, so we're going to go and walk on the beach to see what we can find. to Bird Rock. You can see all the birds on the white hill and how they sea lions. So we have driven out of the 17-mile gate. We exited the Carmel gate and we've driven into Carmel on the sea, and it was quite difficult to find parking, but it's because it's free for 2 hours parking. But anyway, we have found somewhere. Now we're going to go exploring. It looks very, very pretty here. That's about what we could afford to stay here. We just passed a Relais Chateau, very posh place, but this is more like what we can afford.
Alright, let's go.
So, Monteverde in East. So it looks like this is taking us onto the high street. So we're in the downtown area now with lots of nice shops. Yeah, Carmel's got a different feel to it than Monterey, but it looks lovely. Some bath bombs. So this is the high street. You can see how pretty it is. Someone just tried to sell us $300 eye cream, and he was trying to convince us that it made a difference, but we couldn't actually identify anything that made a difference. So I think the answer might be no to that. Carmel is definitely prettier than Monterey, and the parking is free, which is great, but of course that makes it quite difficult to find parking. Oh look, bakery.
Yeah.
Cannoli.
I like the pretzels at the end. You see the chocolate
Oh
colours.
yeah, yum. So there's lots of nice places. Chocolate Garden, whatever that is. Wow, that's pretty. Oh thanks, you just right my way. Just having a wander down one of the side streets off the main street. Here's a Christmas shop. And this is a little shopping arcade. It looks very pretty. So I just found a farmer's market. They smell nice, don't they? Some lovely fresh strawberries. Sorts of kimchi and other vegetables, flowers, hummus, lots of lovely veg. Popcorn, honey, or fresh fruits. The smell is really nice, passing the fruits. So just saying how pretty Carmel is. Every road you turn down is some beautiful place to visit, so highly recommend a day or a weekend in Carmel. Good morning. It's Thursday today, and you can see the weather has gone back to its normal cloudy self. But today we are driving down to Big Sur, which is a lovely coastal ride. You can see the bridge over there that we've just crossed over, driving around these wibbly wobbly curves, but with some fantastic views along the way. So we're being ever optimistic today, wearing shorts, hoping that the weather will get better, but which it typically does in the afternoon. It's still pretty mild here. So anyway, we'll carry on our drive and let's see what Big Sur's got to offer. Next stop along the journey, you can see a lighthouse in the distance over there, and the rugged coastline. This is definitely a hiker's paradise if that's what you're into. It's about a 45-minute drive from Monterey to Big Sur, around a very picturesque but windy coastal route that's hugging the coast, as you can see. But nice drive if you're not in a rush. Well, we're back in Carmel now, having driven down to Big Sur. Enjoyed the drive but didn't really find anywhere to stop. I think if you're into hiking, that kind of thing, then it's going to be a great place to go, and it's nice just to drive around the coast. But anyway, it's about a 40 minute drive from Monterey, and Carmel is on the way back, so we have stopped in Carmel. We thought we would walk along the horizontal streets that run perpendicular to the main high street, just to see other parts. Yeah, the avenues. We go down to the sea in Carmel to see what we can see by the sea. Just have to go over. So you can see up these side streets there are lots of shops and things as well, so we're just trying to have a look into the shops today, because yesterday we didn't really look in the shops. You can see that it's not quite such a nice day today, unfortunately. So what we gathered last night at the restaurant yesterday was the first day in a long time that it's been blue sky and sunny in this area, but kind of back to grey cloudy, although it's still warm. We're both in shorts today and it's definitely warm enough for that. Well, actually the weather in the UK is much nicer than it is here. James heads home tomorrow, and at least on Sunday when he lands he's going to be landing in high 20s weather. So anyway, if we find anything exciting we'll share it with you. So we've driven about 5 minutes from Carmel, or about a 15-minute stroll, and we've come down to Carmel Beach and also the Broadwalk, which I guess is there. So a nice sandy beach. I'm just taking his shoes off to enjoy having a wander. And you can see that the clouds are clearing and sun is coming out, and it's much nicer now than it was earlier. There are even mad people in the sea. That's Carmel by the sea. And here's the sea. There are some amazing kites being flown today. I hope I'm capturing this. It's hard to see, but that's like a dragonfly. Okay. James is going to have a wander into the sea, see if the Pacific Ocean is warmer than the last time we walked into the sea, which would have been in South Africa, in the Atlantic Ocean, which of course is never warm, but there are people swimming, so I guess that's something. See what he thinks. On a scale of 1 to 10, how cold is it? 7 out of 10 cold. That means it's really cold. These people seem to be rescuing jellyfish. I'm not sure that's what you do, but I guess they obviously know it's not poisonous. This is what they are rescuing. I don't think I fancy picking that up. So So I hope that's given you a really good flavour of visiting Monterey and Carmel. I think if James and I were to go again, we would choose to stay in Carmel rather than Monterey, because we found that really pretty and attractive and we enjoyed it more there. And you can see that it's got the beach as well as the quaint town. Now in next week's video we're heading out into Sonoma, and we are going to a couple of wineries to see the beautiful countryside and of course taste the wine. So make sure you've hit the like and the subscribe button, and make sure you join us next Sunday as we head out on the road again.